very windy. Bye, Ellie. Bye, Maridu. Bye-bye. Best of luck with this wind. My goodness. Okay, here's a phenomenon I just don't get. There's the privy. And there's a toilet paper bloom. And there's a toilet paper bloom. If you don't want to go in the privy because it stinks, but you're peeing right next to the privy, just put the paper in the bin. Like, come on. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get people. So, I'm back on the trail heading to number 5. It is a really quick trip to number 5. So let's see what time it is. Today is a Nero. It is currently 12:40. There's a nice little beach even. This is like right off of site number 4. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Isn't this fantastic? Oh, and they just swept up for me. That's so nice. There's only 2 sites here. And that took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Let me see what time it is. 1:38. Isn't this amazing? Oh, so pretty. I wanted to get my tent up before I do pretty much anything else because I want to go for a dip in the water. Get kind of de-stinkified and rinse out some of my clothes. But I wanted to show you first. Ellie showed me how to work these trekking poles. So I got the Black Diamond, what are they called? Women's Distance FLZ trekking poles, and they fold down like a Z or Z if you're watching from America. And then it has at the top this flick lock. So I had just been using this flick lock. Let me put the camera here. Okay, so Ellie showed me, she had hers down like this, and I said, like, how the hell does that work? So she showed me this part is unlocked, so then this part adjusts, goes up and down, and I could figure that part out, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to lock. I would do that, and it would do that, or it would do that, and just collapse. So you have to pull. Oh, this one's tight. And pull until you hear that snap, and then it's locked. So, and then if I need a few more centimeters to get that perfect pitch, I can just adjust this. How cool is that? Okay, got the tent up. Way over there. Had a bath, did my laundry. Now I'm just sitting here basking in the sunshine because that doesn't happen very often. I'm kind of blinded. I couldn't find my sunglasses before I was leaving, so I'm kind of like squinty. Today is Orange Shirt Day, September 30th. Look up the website, orangeshirtday.org, I think it is. I'll post it below just in case. So September 30th is Orange Shirt Day and was started by Indigenous peoples in Canada in recognition of a young girl who was given an orange shirt by her grandma and then taken away to a residential school. And as soon as she got to the school, they took away her orange shirt. So now we remember that by having Orange Shirt Day. And then this year, the federal government declared that September 30th would be National Truth and Reconciliation Day. So it's a federal holiday. Federal employees and bank employees, because they are federally regulated, get the day off today. So further appropriating Indigenous culture. That's my take on it anyway. Other people may have different opinions. But so I brought my orange shirt with me to wear for today. And I was just reading this on the map for Frontenac. And it has some history here. And it says, human history, we acknowledge we are on the lands traditionally occupied by Indigenous peoples. They continue to care for this land. They continue to shape Ontario today, and we show our respect. hundreds of years after the first treaties were signed, they are still relevant today. Well, not all of those agreements were stuck to by governments, but they say they're trying to do some reconciliation. So I guess we will see what happens going forward. Okay, you're gonna think that I'm just the strangest person in the world, but if you've watched any of my videos, you know I always go the wrong way. And I even did the 23andMe DNA thing, and it says on there that I'm prone to getting lost because I can't tell direction. Like, I know right now that that's westish because the sun is right on my face, but I always get lost. But I just figured out this map. Okay, check this out. I'm right here at number 5, and then see this little star right there? Between that star and this star is 1.1 kilometers. And then between this star and this star is 2.3 kilometers. Why did I not notice this before? I just figured this out. So then I go this star to this star is 1.6. So my trip tomorrow, my walk tomorrow, is going to be 3.4 plus 1.6. So I guess that's, I don't know, 4. And then down here is 0.3 kilometers or 0.6 kilometers to the camp. So yeah, now I know how many kilometers it is once I figure out the math. I bring you fire. Doo doo doo. So end of day 5, and today is my official day where this is the longest I have ever been out on a backpacking trip, and the most days that I have done, like one to another. I did a 5-day trip a few years ago in Bon Echo, but I just hiked in, stayed there for 5 days, and then hiked out just because I needed to get away from people. So this time, so day 5 now is over. So this is officially my longest time that I've been out in the backcountry, and the most times that I've done move from one spot to the next. So I thought I would have a celebratory fire, but the benches are all so far away from the fire pit that it's not really all that enjoyable, like this bench, and they're too heavy for me to move. I don't know what that bird is. It's making a lot of noise. But anyway, that is my day 5 orange shirt day, campsite 5A, and my celebratory fire. heard a whippoorwill. I want him to make the sound again. Don't think he's gonna. Good morning. Day 6. Oh my gosh, day 6. Holy cats. This morning got really freaking cold and my thermarest keeps deflating itself. I had to blow it up twice. So I checked the time. I went to bed about 7:30-ish and woke up at 11:45, I think. And had to blow it up again because I was on the ground, and then again at 2:58, and then again about 6:20, somewhere around there. And last night before I went to bed, I checked the forecast, and it said it was supposed to go down to 4 degrees this morning, and it's pretty cold. There's no frost, but it's cold. So I was thinking, I don't know, to call the local outfitter that I bought it from, find out if they have any in stock and if they can bring one over. But I can't really afford another, $270 for a new air mattress. So, I used it the 3 nights in Charleston Lake when I went car camping, and then the first night here it just starts deflating. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't want to throw it in the lake to find out where the leak is, because then it'll be wet and I'll get hypothermia and die. So I don't know. I guess because it's not going to be so super cold, I might just tough it out and then see where the leak is when I get home, and I don't know. So anyway, I might try. I'll let you know. Right now I'm just waiting for my tea to steep and my oatmeal to hydrate, because I'm hungry and cold. I need hot stuff in me. Okay, so I caved. Called Frontenac Outfitters when they opened, and I spoke to Mandy. Awesome Mandy. And they have a thermarest in stock, and she's going to deliver it to the park office for me so I can get it for my resupply tomorrow. Yes, it's not going to be as cold for the next week, but comfort is an issue as well. Being comfortable and being able to get a good night's sleep while you're doing lots of activity like this is very, very important. So it's one thing to have the animals waking me up in the middle of the night, but quite another to wake up and have my butt frozen to the ground. So thank you so much, Mandy at Frontenac Outfitters, for getting that to me. I will pick it up tomorrow when I get to the office. And oh my gosh, it's so cold this morning. Waiting for the sun to come up. It's just over there. But I'm gonna have to start packing up soon and head on my way to site number 6. There's a plane going over. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's heading right for the moon. It's gonna crash into the moon. No. So I was all packing up and I had everything in the pack, and I picked it up and I went, wow, this is light. Why is this so light? And well, I hadn't taken the tent down yet. Do you think maybe I'm going a little bit crazy? So check this out. You might remember my video, gosh, a few months ago. I made just a cutout ground sheet for my tent because one didn't come with the tent, and Durson Gear was sold out of the ground sheets. So I just made one. I had a Woods backpacker tarp that I never used. So I just cut a piece of it the size of the inner tent and cut another one for my friend Stacy because she has a X-Mid one as well. So check this out. Look at all that dirt and moisture that would be on the floor of my tent if I didn't have this ground sheet. So I'm glad that I made this because all that moisture would have been coming up through the floor of the tent as well as the cold, because my thermarest keeps deflating. So I'm really glad that I made this ground sheet. Always protect your gear, especially your tent. That's very important. Back on trail. It is just after 11 and I don't have a big day today, so I didn't have to leave super early. I think it's only going to be about 4 hours to campsite number 6, and I think I found the sweet spot for the backpack. 2 days worth of food. Oh my gosh. Especially with this sleeping bag because it doesn't compress as much as I thought it would. So there's not a whole lot of room in there. So maybe someday Dan Durston will come out with a 60 liter for those of us who like to hike in climates that are a little bit too chilly for a summer quilt. So here we go. And it starts off with a climb. It's difficult one-handed. Oh, yep, gonna need 2 hands for this. Scramble. Anybody home? Got a bit of a road walk. I guess this is one of the old logging or mining roads. Time for some history. The McComish Homestead. The geology, topography, and climate of the Shield determined what work they could do and how they could live. So, let's see. Bedford County records of 1881 recognized a shanty occupied by George McComish Sr. at Black Lake, property farmed by his descendants until 1955. Here's George McComish. Barn in 1974. settlers moved in here to start logging and mining in the mid-1800s, and then most were moved out by the mid-1900s. Anyone who knows woolly worm lore, what does that mean for the winter forecast for Frontenac? I don't know if it works here in Ontario like it does in North Carolina, but they have caterpillars, they call them woolly worms, and they predict how bad or easy the winter's going to be. Battery. Okay, got the camera refueled, got me refueled, and now back on trail. Sun went away, so I figured I might as well hike. Oh dear. Looks like somebody got stuck. Construction equipment. I guess they broke down and just never got it out. I think I know what happened. Don't drink and drive, folks. That took me like half the time I thought it was going to. My sense of time is about the same as my sense of direction. So I have some time to kill today. Another Nero. I just met a man and his son out for a day hike doing the challenge. And the man is a paramedic in Kingston and his son's on a PA day. So yeah, typical form of first responder. He says, "Are you prepared for cold weather?" Yes I am, other than the thermarest, but that's being fixed tomorrow. So this is really nice. I wonder if I'll have any neighbors tonight. There's another game trail, of course. But yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here, maybe put my gear in the food locker, and then go for a hike back a little bit back the trail. There was some more history there that I want to have a look at. The Green homestead. It's hard to tell now, but where you're standing was once a farm. George Green and his wife Elizabeth Slack settled here in the late 1890s to early 1900s on the south shore of Little Clear Lake. They built a 2-story log home along with a barn and several outbuildings. The remnants of the barn still remain. It's way over there. So I made this windbreaker thing out of a couple of aluminum pans, like barbecue pans. I keep those usually if I'm going to someone's house for barbecue to put on their grill so that I don't get glutened. I had 3 of them in the cupboard, so I cut 2 of them, just the bottom part of the tray, and then I duct taped them together to create this windbreaker. It sort of works. It's very, very windy. Like I have to prop it up with a whole bunch of stuff around it, but it does block the wind somewhat. So I'm not using as much fuel as I would be if my stove was just out in the open. So all I do for dinner, like I cold soak my homemade dinners until the meat is hydrated, and then I put it on the burner until it warms up, and then I let it sit in the hot water, and I put the little Toaks cozy around it until the pasta is rehydrated, and then I have my dinner. There's people camped on the other side of the lake, and I can hear them singing. It's only 5:30 and they're already partying. This could be a fun evening. Is my face red? It feels kind of red. Like sunburny red. Might be fun. Well, that's another day done. Day 6 of 14. I'm pretty proud of myself so far. Tonight is not supposed to be as cold as last night, but it may rain. So I hope I have the tent done correctly so that I don't get wet and so that it doesn't collapse on me. I mean, it did fine on Monday with all that rain. I just have to keep waking up to reinflate the thermarest, but fingers crossed the next thermarest will be fine and I won't have any difficulties with it, and then I'll be able to find out where the hole is on this after I get home. Hopefully you can see my whole face on here. But yeah, good night. I have to get up early so I can hike up to the office for my resupply and meet a friend who is coming in just for one night with me. Catch you tomorrow.